Hello and welcome back to another video on Kirby Bank. And this well, I'm putting sound in this class 45 or P, which is the body of it. I've undone the 4 screws underneath and removed the body anyway. So anyway, when you first take the body off, you'll be presented with the original Helgen circuit board there. Just undo all the wires and discard that because you don't need that again. The only thing I have done with that is I've desoldered that plug which goes to the fan, but that's made use of it anyway. Right, so what do we do first? The first thing is speakers. Underneath there is a speaker very similar to that one, a pretty chunky speaker that's at least 3 watts anyway, so you get some really good sound and some good bass out of it anyway. So on this side here is where all the pickups go, and all the motors all there. They're all marked up, and what you should have done is downloaded your diagram off the good old internet and printed it out. It's good for reference, but it is all self-explanatory because it is all labelled down the side of all the various terminals there, which is very useful. But it is nice just to have the diagram for a reference anyway. So first thing is to identify, or this is what I do anyway, is identify the motor wires. Sometimes I'll test them with a 12 volt supply anyway, just to see. But if you just put the motors on like black to black, black to black and red to red, and put them on the chip, when you come to turn on or move the engine, you'll find the 2 bogies fight against each other. You've got to reverse one motor the other way round. That's what I found anyway. So you'll put them on the actual terminal. On this, there's 2 outputs for motors, so I make use of that, but you can actually just solder them together and just put the motors on that way. Then the next thing I will do is identify the pickups, and I've got it sitting on a piece of rail. I get a meter and put it on continuity test just to find out which is the left rail and which is the right rail. I'll then solder them together and put them on the appropriate terminals, which again you will have the diagram to refer to, as well as what's actually written on the side of the chip. After I've done that, I then start looking at all the LEDs. There's quite a few LEDs on this particular model, but it's not that frightening anyway. The first thing to do is all the blue wires on these Helgen models are all positive common. So on most modern chips anyway, you've got all the blue wires, or all the positives are common, so they'll all be come together into one terminal. Then all the individual negatives are all switched, they will go on there. So first of all, 1k resistor, most important to put on there. That's like your red, the common for your red and your white. You just share 1k resistor. Then you've got that's for the other end of the model. So what I always do is put 1k resistor on. I'll slide on a bit of a shrink down sleeve there, and then just shrink it down. There you go. That's looking good. Good for drying your hair, that. Then we can put them on. So you've got two positive commons on there. So loosen our screw. I'll try not to. Right, just wanted to show you this. This is how I test my LEDs on any model. I've got a 9 volt battery, which you can get and the plug to fit on it. I've got some LEDs there just to demonstrate. I've got a 1k resistor on one end and a crocodile clip on the other. So all I do is, if it's on the model or if it's on any Elgin model or any other model that I'm working on, I want to test the LEDs. All I do is simply just do that, and my LED will light. I know it's safe because it's got a 1K battery on it. It's not going to blow the LED on the model, but I just thought I'd do it just to demonstrate how I actually test LEDs. Right, I just thought I'd show you in greater detail this actual MS990. I've mentioned a few times what I've been fitting, where you put things, but now you can actually see them on the diagrams. Left rail, right rail in there, then that's one of your motors. You've got your two common positives, they'll be for your lights. You've also another motor, so all your motor stuff down there, and then at the bottom there you've got your two terminals for your speaker. On the other side you can put your white lights go on these two terminals, then they're your function outputs from F01 to F05 or FA as it's actually marked on the chip itself, but you'll use them for cab lights or rear red lights, or the fan, because the fan's on F3. So hopefully that just makes it a bit clearer anyway. Camera. We can put both of them. I'd say there's two positive commons. I'm going to use one for the fan. Tighten that up. So that's secure. Yeah. So that's the positives for the lights. Then I go around and identify which are the whites and the reds. The whites are then put on the forward and reverse terminals, which are there. And again, that is on your diagram. And then identify the reds. The reds on this are FA1, FA2, so you can switch the red lights off. And then the FA3 is the fan, and I got to sort out CVs for that. There's these are the cab lights, so that's going to be on FA4 and 5, I think. So that is basically the wiring of it. Let's just put the fan on there anyway, which goes into the positive common. Loosen the screw. Just loosen the screw and put it on. Right. So now I'll switch my ECOS on. And we'll see what it sounds like. I've got this right and what I got wrong, but it's easy just to swap things around. Right, everything is completed on the model now as far as the wire, apart from the cab lights, which I will sort out later date. I've connected up the fan, so we just try the fan. Or no, press the light button. There we go. Fan runs nicely. There's a tiny bit of noise on that, but you wouldn't really hear that when the engine is running. So we'll just try the sound. Start it up. Just sound pretty awesome. That's only on 50% volume, that. About 6 to 7 different horns on this sound file on YouTube, which is really good. So that basically completes the sound fitting for this model. It will go off to be weathered, and it will be named as well Lancashire Fusilier, as the cab number will be 45123. But anyway, thank you for watching. and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. And if you can, subscribe, that'd be really helpful.